Good morning, students. Today we will see chapter 8, study of compounds, hydrogen chloride. Students, you know the formula of hydrogen chloride, it is HCl. HCl gas can be produced by action of hydrogen and chlorine together in presence of sunlight. But this reaction is quite explosive or very exothermic. So it can take place in dark also, but the rate will be slow. Then it can also be prepared by action of sulfuric acid on some metal chlorides like sodium chloride or copper chloride. You can see the reaction HCl has been produced. Now how HCl gas can be produced in laboratory, let us see. Now students, this is a setup for HCl production. Now here sodium chloride has been taken, crystals of sodium chloride has been taken, and with the help of Thistle funnel, concentrated sulfuric acid is added dropwise. Now as you seen in the last page, that sodium chloride reacts with sulfuric acid to produce HCl. Now HCl will be produced in the form of gas. Now this gas will move on from here, and again we will pass this HCl gas through the sulfuric acid. Once again concentrated sulfuric acid we have taken. Now these bubbles of HCl, since it is a gas, it will come out here and it will be collected in this final jar. Now what is the purpose of dissolving this HCl, moving this HCl through the concentrated sulfuric acid? The reason is that here, as you know, it is, although it is concentrated sulfuric acid, but means sulfuric acid and water combination is there. Okay, now some of the water can also come along with the HCl in the form of water vapor. It can come along with the HCl. Now HCl here, it is moist, okay, but we need dry HCl. So when HCl is passed through this sulfuric acid, the water will be absorbed by sulfuric acid and the HCl gas will be passed as it is. Now you can see in this jar, since HCl is heavy, HCl will remain occupy the space or volume from downside to upside. Now these are the reactions. At less than 200 degrees Celsius, sulfuric acid reacts with NaCl to produce sodium hydrogen sulfate and HCl. Then once again sodium hydrogen sulfate, from it HCl can also be prepared when it reacts with NaCl about 200 degrees Celsius. Then once again the reaction sodium chloride sulfuric acid somewhere above 200 degrees Celsius, again the products are same. Now I already told you students regarding the purification of HCl gas that we will pass that HCl through the concentrated sulfuric acid, but we could have used phosphorus pentoxide quicklime. They are also the drying agent, but the problem with them is that they will react with the HCl, whereas sulfuric acid was not reacting with the HCl, but they will P2O5 calcium oxide, they will react with the HCl. So we are not using these drying agents, but we are using sulfuric acid as the drying agent. Now how we are going to collect that HCl, I already told you, since it is heavy, so in this order it is being filled first from the bottom to top. And we could have used water also, but the problem with water is that it will mix with water. HCl gas is highly soluble in water, so we did not use water there. Now how can we identify that HCl is filled in this jar, totally filled in this jar? So what will happen, the HCl, if it is filled up to here, the HCl will, when it will come out in the form of fumes. And if still the fumes are not visible, then one more thing you can do, that is we can bring a glass rod. For example, this pencil you consider to be the glass rod, and it is having ammonium hydroxide. This pencil tip, it is having ammonium hydroxide. Now when HCl will come over there, it will react with the ammonium hydroxide and will produce white fumes of ammonium chloride like this. So this is the reaction. Ammonium hydroxide reacts with HCl to give dense white fumes of NH4Cl. In this way we will know that in this jar is filled with the HCl. Now these are the precautions which is to be maintained while performing the HCl production. We can use both the condition, that is below 200 degrees Celsius and above 200 degrees Celsius, but that above 200 degrees Celsius should be avoided. Why? Because this is a high temperature and the glass can break down, then fuel is wasted, and then sodium sulfate forms a hard crust which sticks to the glass and is difficult to remove. For example, here you can see that above 200 degrees Celsius sodium sulfate has been formed. Now this sodium sulfate will stick to the glass and it is very hard to remove from there. So rest of the part we will see in next video. Goodbye.